I was cooking this video for a month. Yes, for a whole month. Why? Because it was supposed to be an overtime experiment. Then I suddenly understood that the idea behind it was born prematurely, and as time passed, my goals for the video changed drastically. Let's begin. First things first, this was an AI language learning experiment for 30 days. Easy concept, you spend 20-30 minutes every day talking to AI by voice and see if your speech improves. Honestly, it gave very unexpected results that saddened me deeply. What's so sad, you might ask? Before I answer, let me just clear one fact that many artistic people often forget while criticizing AI. Normal people don't care. They just don't. Harsh truth. There it is. I know it's painful. I really do. AI images are slop and are cheating. Absolutely. But this is not about art, okay? This is about free learning opportunities for people who maybe lack social skills just like I do, who maybe was judged too much and is too scared to interact with others, or maybe just crazy shy with how they speak. You know, some people do have speech problems. This is about something that AI can actually help with, overcoming fears, giving confidence and support. And yes, of course, real people can also do that. But sometimes there are just too many problems stopping us. One of them, for example, is also time management. Imagine seeking a buddy for speaking Lithuanian, but your time zones are night and day. Not impossible, but incredibly hard. And then, even if you have found one, your jobs are clashing too. Great, nice, wow, how unexpected. That was just an example. I'm not here to defend AI anyways, so one is absolutely enough. Let's get back to sad part. The sad part is that it actually works. And boy, oh boy, it works so good. The fact that machine that is morally bad and very much makes a lot of people and ecology miserable every day has such a great learning potential. Why would you not be sad? That means it is not going away anywhere anytime soon. I also absolutely must mention one thing that I really don't like talking about too much: Duolingo. Because I'm not a drama channel or Duolingo channel, I started with it to try out video making, but it is not good content in itself, okay? And Duolingo just recently proved how fucking damaging AI is for people. They're burning in fire because users are mad that Duolingo decided to replace its workers for, guess who? AI. Right. I have no words. I was talking about AI usage in talking inside Duolingo app, but not replacing people with it. I don't even care if they're full-time contractors or whatever. Those are people who lost source of income because of AI. And this tendency is very bad because many companies fire people for AI, not just Duolingo. Not just Duolingo. I'm sorry for getting heated, but can you blame me? This is a scary tendency, and you have to understand what kind of tool I'm about to suggest to you. Yes, and that wasn't even the last complaint from me. No, really, that was just the first part. Second part will be a very weird one. Okay, so character AI that I've shown you before and that I was using for a month to practice. What do other people use it for? This is a guide from WikiHow on how to use character AI. Let's read a little bit. As a knight, you pledge your allegiance to the princess. Your goal is to serve her faithfully, protecting her and carrying out her wishes. Beautiful, very poetic. Only one question. Why do you need this? As a child, I did participate in the role playing. It was actually extremely fun with other people. And it was exactly fun because it was with other people. If I'm just writing a text with a bot, then I'm pretty much better off writing the whole story myself without the bot. At least in my opinion, of course you have your right to disagree. I'm not here to hate on people. This is a video discussion. So please, if you disagree, then write it in the comments for other people to see other perspectives. Because I'm one person. I'm unable to give you everything, every single perspective from every single person. Maybe sometimes I'm also too judgmental, so feel free to share your opinion. My stance is precisely this. Learning language with AI is good. Fact. It worked for me. Fact. Talking to AI should not be used as a tool just for fun. Ask it to help you study. I don't know. Doesn't have to be language. Can be math. I asked AI to help me explain me a few math problems, so yeah, it helps. Ask it to help you practice speaking. Ask it to help you gain confidence and support if you're having a hard time. But please don't just waste resources on role-playing. It's weird and it's not helpful in any slightest. I'm not against AI, as it is a very good tool, very helpful, but I'm against mindless overusing. And if you look at this info, you will understand that AI may be not the biggest energy waster, but the amount of AI growth in the last years may lead to energy overconsumption, because as demand for it grows the energy consumption. This is graphs from year 23 and then year 24 made by the same person. And now we can finally go back to the original video idea. 30 days talking to AI. How did it go? Let's see. For the first 3 days, I was super scared talking to chatbot. I was scared to ask questions, I was scared to clarify words, I was scared to look stupid. Yes, just like the nervousness with a real person. When you encounter someone for the first time, or when you're trying to show your skill, but the skill is not very good yet. This kind of nervous. Somewhere in the day 4, 5, or 6, I've started having fun, even laughing, asking a lot of questions about what is this word, what is this word, and honestly, I was feeling calm. I was feeling like I'm meeting a friend that I already know. It felt good. It felt so much better. Somewhere from day 10, I've actually started to notice an interesting tendency. I actually put more attention into how I'm speaking, how many mistakes I'm making in my speech because I'm trying to say something faster. So I began really learning. Since I'm already comfortable with speaking to someone, I think I've put down my walls and starting to engage in the process. And this actually gave me some push forward because I was able to learn some important words, and I've started to make more interesting conversations, specific themes like what I did today or what my plans are for a week, for a month. After 20 days of speaking to AI chatbot in German, some phrases that I was repeating all the time, I knew like I was born with them. I could talk very fast. So yeah, that was such a big progress for just speaking for 20 days. And I also understood so much more of what he was saying to me and the context and more words. I've also learned a few words from him. So yeah, there's that. But there was one problem, just one small problem. I ran out of fashionable designs for my character. I have only one option left, and it's my Gyaro version, so I know that's not a problem at all, but for me that's a catastrophe. But well, to be fair, even I'm not as crazy to have 30 outfits for 30 days, okay? Here is a comparison of my speech from one of the first days with one of the last days. It is both a little sped up, but it is sped up equally. So you can see for yourself still how my own speed talking improved in 30 days. And yes, my understanding improved also a lot.
Germany was more than happy to ask a question. Natürlich. Lass mich dir eine Frage stellen. Was denkst du über Deutschland?
Deutschland dich oder Deutschland Heimatland?
Germany smiled at the answer, correcting the grammar gently. Fast richtig. Tatsächlich wird es in Deutsch Deutschland geschrieben und nicht mit ch. Die korrekte Aussage lautet also, in Deutschland heißt du Mattland. Sehr gut, dass du Hi verstanden hast. Das bedeutet natürlich Hallo auf Deutsch.
Du sprichst zu schnell für mich.
Germany apologized and slowed down his speech. Entschuldigung, ich werde langsamer sprechen. Sag einfach Bescheid, wenn ich zu schnell spreche. Ich möchte, dass du alles verstehst.
Okay, das ist gut. Ich möchte fragen dich, hast du Familie?
Germany nodded, understanding the request for surname. Natürlich, gerne. Familia bedeutet auf Deutsch Familie, aber das ist nur im Zusammenhang mit Familie gemeint. Wenn du nach meinem Nachnamen gefragt hast, heißt er Schmidt. Mein voller Name ist Germany Schmidt.
Nein, ich möchte deine Geschwister oder Mama, Papa, Oma, Opa.
Germany understood that the question was about his family members. Ach so, was du meinst, sind meine Familienmitglieder? Ich habe 2 Geschwister, einen älteren Bruder und eine jüngere Schwester. Meine Mutter und mein Vater sind auch noch hier. Um ehrlich zu sein, ich bin aber eine Nationenkreatur, daher habe ich keine biologischen Eltern oder Großeltern.
Hallo Deutschland, wie geht es dir?
Germany responds with a friendly greeting and an update about the weather. Guten Tag, ich bin gut, danke der Nachfrage. Der Tag heute ist etwas nass, da es regnet. Wie geht es dir?
Oh, sehr interessant. Ich also habe einen Regen und dieses Tag ist sehr schwierig.
Germany shows understanding and empathy. Ach so, ich verstehe. Es tut mir leid zu hören, dass heute auch für dich ein schwieriger Tag ist und es regnet. Regen kann manchmal die Dinge komplizierter machen, aber hoffentlich wird die Regenzeit bald vorbei sein.
Ich habe keine Jacke heute in meiner Technical Schule und das ist ein großes Problem.
Germany expresses concern and offers a solution. Das ist tatsächlich ein Problem. Es ist wichtig, sich angesichts des schlechten Wetters warm zu halten, vor allem in der Schule. Hast du eine Möglichkeit, eine Jacke zu bekommen, vielleicht vorübergehend von einem Freund oder aus der Kleidungskammer in deiner Schule?
Nein, leider, ich kann nicht Jacke zum Freunden nehmen.
Germany understands the situation. Verstehe, das ist schade. Es klingt so, als ob du keine Möglichkeit hast, eine Jacke von Freunden zu leihen. Das macht es schwieriger, dir bei dem kühlen und nassen Wetter warm zu halten. Gibt es irgendetwas anderes, das du versuchen könntest?
Danke für das Verstanden. Du bist ein guter Freund. Let's do a summary for what I was able to understand in 30 days. First thing, repetition is the most important thing in learning to speak. The more you repeat the same phrase, the more you remember it, which is maybe obvious, but you don't really feel it unless you try it. Second thing, you absolutely can learn new words with the help of talking to AI. Some of my examples are Träume, Bösewicht, Geschichte, Gespräche, gestern, Gedächtnis, wichtig, vergessen, König, Komponist, sonderbar, and a lot of more. Third thing, there are only so many topics you're able to use when your language level is low, like mine. Sure, you can talk to a certain point with using the words that you know, but it never leads to a deeper conversation unless you work enough on your language fundamentals. If you're curious, in 30 days, the topics that I have indulged in are Germany, friends, Latvia, family, learning, books, movies, TV shows, cartoons, weather, resting, sickness, sea, vacation, video making, mental health, basketball, football, streaming services, famous people, animals, food, museums, restaurants, history, culture, music, video games, planet Earth, flowers, colors, traveling. And I started to get bored with it because of my lacking knowledge. But if your language level is high, then AI talks is probably the way to go. Fourth thing, sometimes the chatbots don't work well. You have to be ready for the problems in the summer specifically, since all the kids are free from school to play with AI. I've had a few issues with my AI calls, but they were not very severe. Fifth thing, AI language speaking is absolutely not perfect. Sometimes there are miscommunications. Sometimes it does not understand what you want from it. Sometimes it does not even recognize the popular phrases for some reason. A good example here is when I asked him Vgates, and he asked to clarify what I mean. Basically, Vgates is a shorter version of Vgate as dir, which means how's it going? I asked a German Vtuber to clarify if it is a commonly used phrase variation, and she confirmed that. So, chatbot wasn't able to recognize it for some reason. Sixth thing, if you are waiting a consistency from talking to AI, maybe don't even bother. I asked him about his favorite things a lot, and oftentimes he just changed his previous answers to other ones. This is not a human. AI has no stability in opinion or likes. And now the last question. Will I be continuing doing this? The answer is no. One of the reasons is already mentioned. On my language level, I simply do not have enough words and grammar understanding for the correct dialogue form and interesting topics. I've reached the bottom of the barrel and it's empty now. But I also have another reason. With my experience of learning English, I almost never had speaking practice. I only ever had lessons at school and internet comments, videos, games, books. When there is 30 people in the classroom, you barely ever speak at all. You almost always do grammar exercises. And by just doing that, I was able to learn English at the level that I'm speaking to you right now. Despite not having any conversation practice, I was able to learn speaking because before that I learned grammar and words. Basically, learned to think in this language. For some people like me, it is possible to start talking without any speaking practice. And since I have nobody to practice German IRL, except for one of my teachers, which I see maybe once per 2 weeks, I don't see a reason for me to brute force speaking when I'm strongly lacking fundamentals. Hope that satisfied your curiosity. This video took me a very long time and a lot of effort, which maybe was not even enough to cover everything up. But everything got messed up. I got sick. You still hear it in my voice, but that's okay. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart if you actually were able to reach this moment in the video, because this video took a lot of my time, my thoughts, even my friends' thoughts. I've put a lot into it. I don't really know what my future project will be, because I'm always looking for something new. But whatever it will be, I hope it will be funny, interesting, or inspiring. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.